Hi guys, what's up? It's Alex here. Today we're going to be doing my top 5 Formula 1 games. Now I must say that these games are sort of in the last 15 years or so, because I didn't really play any Formula 1 games, because obviously I'm only 17, so 15 years ago, sort of the limit of the Formula 1 games I've actually played in my life. But I'm sure there are people that played some of the old Formula 1 games, so just let me know in the comment section guys your top 5 Formula 1 games of all time. As I said, mine are sort of the last 15 years or so, because that's sort of the time span that I've been alive. So first off, we'll start with number 5, and I'm actually going to be the game you're watching in the background here, R Factor 2 and R Factor 1. I'm sort of merging them into one top 5 place here, because the R Factor games aren't really classified as a Formula 1 game, but they include Formula 1 cars. They don't include these Formula 1 cars you're seeing on your screen right now, but they include the Formula ISI, which is just a Formula 1 car, and they are so much fun to drive. They're quite hard to drive, so I normally end up just using these cars because they're a little bit easier to drive. But overall, R Factor 2 and R Factor 1 are really good games, especially if you're on the PC side of things. So that's going to be my number 5, R Factor 1 and 2, both versions of it. I'm going to leave there at number 5. In 4th position, I'm going to say F1 2010. I was so happy when Codemasters brought back sort of a full-fledged Formula 1 game in 2010. Obviously they did 2009, but that wasn't really made by Codemasters, I don't think. It was just a bit of a weird game for Nintendo Wii and I think Nintendo 3DS or something. I can't even remember what they released it on, but 2009 wasn't exactly the most amazing game in the world, but it wasn't supposed to be because it was on the Nintendo Wii and there wasn't really much hardware there. But F1 2012 was brought onto PC, Xbox 360 and PS3, so you know, they brought it back to sort of the next generation of consoles. I think there was one game on the PS3, I think it was F1 Championship Edition or something. That was on the sort of next generation of consoles after the PS2 and the not the PS2, PS1, the PS2 and the Xbox original. So, you know, I think F1 2012 was just, you know, maybe it wasn't the greatest game, but it was just so much excitement there, and I think I'm going to leave it at number 4. I think it is probably the 4th best F1 game over the last 10-15 years or so. So that's my personal opinion there. You could say that's different, but be sure to leave your comments down below guys. I'll try and read them. And I don't know what happened on the screen there. Massive was going really slow and I just hit the back of him. I did not mean to do that whatsoever. So F1 2010 at number 4, very good game. Not sure whether it can compete with the other ones I've listed here, but we'll see. Number 3, I've got F1 2002. Now, I honestly don't think I owned that many of the sort of PS2 titles, because they did release one every year like Codemasters do. I can't even remember the studios now. I was gonna try and say it, but I don't even remember. But they produced quite a lot of the games. I think EA even did 1 or 2 in there as well. So you know, Formula 1 games were sort of mass produced between I think like 1997 and 2004. I think there was a game every single year by the same studio, but I can't remember what it is. But F1 2002, messing up my words once again. I think that was my sort of 3rd favourite. It was a really good game, but it's not quite as good as number 1, and you know, we'll see what happens here. Obviously not as good as number 2 either, but F1 2002 was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. It was actually one of the few games I'd got on the PlayStation 2 in terms of the F1 side of things, but I'll discuss that at number 1 a little bit more because you'll see when we get there. So in 2nd we have got F1 2012. Now in my personal opinion, this was the best Codemasters game over the last 4 or 5 years, depends whether you include 2009, but it's my favourite one. They pretty much got everything as good as it could possibly be on current gen consoles. I do think online still has a little bit to be desired, but it was still a really good game. I really enjoyed it. I think that's what got me really into F1 on YouTube. Also was F1 2012. I did a bit of F1 2011, but F1 2012 was really motivating me to keep going with F1. So yeah, F1 2012 was an absolutely amazing game in my opinion. It's sad in my opinion they took a little bit of a step back with F1 2013, mostly with the online. I think that's why it was most disappointing for me, F1 2013, is because I really wanted to have a really good online, but it didn't really play out that way. But I did actually talk to a couple of people at Codemasters, and I think they are trying to work on something in terms of the online, so they haven't abandoned F1 2013 yet. I think they're still trying to make it even better, but we'll see what happens in terms of the patch and that sort of stuff. But I think it's about time I move on to number 1, and it's F1 Career Challenge. Now I think there's also an F1 1999 to 2002. I think that's pretty much the same game, but 1999 to 2002 was on PC and Career Challenge was the consoles. Career Challenge was on, I think, the PS2 and the original Xbox, and I just absolutely loved that game. I would play that game for hour after hour after hour, day after day, week after week. I think I was even playing it up to about 2008, 2009, just because I didn't really have any other Formula 1 games that I enjoyed more at the time. So I was just, I played so much F1 Career Challenge. It's a bit crazy, and I had to restart the career mode over and over because one of those PlayStation memory cards kept running out, I think, of memory. So that was a bit frustrating. But F1 Career Challenge, I'm going to put it #1. A lot of people might disagree with that, I don't know, but maybe it's just the memories that make me think it's #1, because I think if you think about it, F1 2012 was a better game, but at the time F1 Career Challenge was a better game. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, be sure to leave your top 5 in the comment section, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. Also, the gameplay in the background you've been watching, it sort of all went a bit wrong on that last lap. I was a bit all over the place, but enjoyed making this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. And yeah, it's been Alex, I'm out here. Goodbye. Hi guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, it is much appreciated. If you have any comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and hopefully I'll respond to as many as possible. If you want to check out GT Omega, there is also a link down in the description. Also some sales on recently, as it is Christmas time, so if you want to grab a bargain there, it might be one down in the description. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching. It's been Alex, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.